In the very, very close future, I'm hoping that more and more neuroscientists will check into the kind of nerve damage I have. I'm hoping that more and more neuroscientists can surely check into the kind of nerve damage I have and possibly put even more funding into my kind of nerve damage. My nerve damage is not spinal cord, as you know. It's not spinal cord. My spinal cord is fine. They say that I can be helped. My kind of spinal cord injury can be helped. Peripheral nerve damage to my motor nerves, my peripheral motor nerves. They have not been severed. They have not been severed. Only they have scar tissues on them, and that's why I'm not able to stand erect and climb up and downstairs. My motor nerves have scar tissues on them, the ones, lower limbs, lower leg nerves, lower limbs, the nerves that the peripheral motor nerves for standing or walking and climbing up and downstairs. And I don't think enough neuroscientists, I just don't think there's much research being done into the kind of nerve damage I have. They don't look at it because mine is a very rare and unique, and not many people have the kind of nerve damage I have. A very small number of us have that kind of nerve damage. But we have that kind of nerve damage. And I'm hoping that the neuroscientists are not going to pass us. They're not going to turn us down. They're not going to turn the ones with my nerve damage just because we don't have a real spinal cord injury. I'm hoping that the neuroscientists are going to pay attention to us and check into the kind of nerve damage I have, which is not severed nerves or severed spinal cord. It's just scar tissue of the peripheral motor nerves that needed for standing, walking, climbing up and downstairs. And I'm hoping that the neuroscientists are going to look more into it. There will be a lot more neuroscientists in the future and a lot more funding, and there'll be a lot more awareness, and there's going to be a lot more research being invested into the kind of nerve damage I have, because the kind of nerve damage I have, not very many people have it. I know that not many of us have it. Most people have spinal cord injury, and that's why they focus on it so well. Because most people is spinal cord injury. But my nerve damage is very rare. It's not very popular. And not very many people have the kind of nerve damage I've got. And my case is very rare and very unique. It's very unique. It's a very small number, I know. It's a very small number, I know. But that we're a very small number. I know there's not many of us. And most neuroscientists, they probably think, well, people with my kind of nerve damage were a very small number. And so it's like, because we're such a small number, small population, that we're not worth looking into or checking into. We're not worth checking into because of how small we are, how small of a case we are. So we're a very small case. I know that we are a very small case, and there's really not very many of us. We're a very small number, I know. But I'm hoping that in the future, in the not too distant future, I'm hoping that in the not too distant future, and the sooner the better, there will be more and more neuroscientists looking not into, like, there's a lot of them that look into spinal cord injury, but we need a lot more neuroscientists that look into the kind of nerve damage I have. We need a lot more neuroscientists checking into what kind of nerve damage I have, which is not a spinal cord injury. Mine is very rare, very unique. It's not very popular. And I know there's not very many of us, but we do need stem cells, adult stem cells, and we need more research and funding, and we need a lot more neuroscientists checking into my kind of nerve damage, because I don't want to be in the wheelchair for the rest of my life. And I'm hoping that there will be more neuroscientists that are gonna check right into the kind of nerve damage I have. And there will be a lot more funding and awareness. And there will be a lot more neuroscientists that they be checking into, like peripheral motor nerve damage, and what they can do for scar tissues in humans with adult stem cells. And there we are.